Dobrý večer, přátelé, dobrý večer. Mortečko a projekt Babylon je úspěšně za náma, takže, ale ještě, než budeme tady černoknihovat, tak jsem se dneska dozvěděl, nebo spíš dočetl, že možná skoro určitě by nás měla letos čekat ještě jedna frontová linie. To znamená, že to nebyl náš letošní poslední výlet do vodka. Ještě nás jeden bude čekat. Tak jsem na to zvědavý, snad dokonce už někdy příští měsíc by to mohlo být. Uvidíme, kdy bude oznámená nebo nebude. Ale věřím tomu, že teda snad bude. Každopádně, než se tak stane, tak si skočíme zpět sem za Vasilisou a čortama. A měla by nás dneska čekat už vlastně poslední nějaká cesta k prolomení konečně té druhé pečetě. Takže teoreticky nějaký větší boss fightík, nějaký větší bubák. Tak jsem na to zvědavej, jak to bude. Tak, dám si continue klasicky a zase nás to vlastně hodí na začátek, když se vracíme zpátky do té naší chaloupky. Takže vlastně tam budeme mít díky tomu takový lehuličký recap, co se vlastně stalo, když jsme to zapíchli naposledy. Tuším, že jsme vyřešili ten problém s tou miněvkou, s tou nevěstou, že jo, pro toho vojáka, pro toho Koliu. Takže teďka vlastně se nám jenom to opakuje vlastně ta celá dohra. Aspoň si to tak nějak připomeneme. Lehce. A zase se do toho nějakým způsobem budu muset dostat karty, čertiska a tak dál, všechno.
And the Banica vanished?
To je ono.
And here I am.
What a tale! Well, Kolya, you sure got lucky. Sure did find me a fine maiden, a pretty one.
Huh?
Come on, old Yegor. Don't be like that.
Ah, don't worry. I'm not trying to curse you or anything.
I don't know what to do now.
Tak, svatba.
So, Kolya, are you going to make good on your word?
I sure am. I'm doing it all by the book. Nice and proper.
Nice and proper. Okay.
But where would the matchmakers go?
I remember the village the Abdiricha stole me from. I remember the minute you freed me. I lived in Pakcha. My relatives still live there. Send the matchmakers there. Though I need to go there with Vasilisa first. You'll find your aspen demon there.
Remember I asked you to question the Abdiricha about an aspen demon?
She switched me with an aspen chort, it turns out. This chort now lives with my family. With my mother and father.
That's where we'll go. That's the kind of demon I need.
Good, I remember the way.
She's gone. I doubt she can follow you.
It's not so easy to get rid of her. Soon she'll revive in the dark. She can't die. I'm not entirely in the human world, to tell the truth. Until I'm married, she can bring me back.
No tak to musíme rychle vyřešit tu svatbu.
Are you still alive after 18 years?
Nothing to it, really. Wherever the Banya stove is lit, we're with her. Her mind has grown weak, sort of. She's rather old, but she's also taught me things. She's taught me quite a bit. I am an ogre myself, to a certain extent.
Let's go then.
Tak, takže nás bude čekat, budeme snít do té vesnice, aby jsme dořešili tu svatbu. Ještě nás nebude čekat takový finální cesta, ale víceméně možná to čortisko, který ji nahradilo, která my budeme schopni využít.
Feels like it was all in a dream.
I felt this way also, when I first stepped into the ethereal world.
I feel as if I've been asleep for all my life.
They say the changelings learn a lot from evil spirits.
That's true. The Binding's been teaching me. Urged me on with burning coals, so I would learn better. Well, now I know quite a bit.
Like a witch?
Well, maybe not like a witch. I'm nowhere close to you. I know a thing or two, though. About herbs, talismans, and so on. Maybe I'll help you sometime.
Were the other children with you?
There were. Not for long, though. The ones that you saw were made by the Abdiricha out of coals. But there were others. If a woman giving birth curses her child, or if somebody doesn't ask for permission to come in, the Abdiricha tried to lure them in. Always had some coals, shaped as toys or candy, in her hands. So when the child came close, she grabbed it.
Where are those other children?
That's the thing. Not everyone lives through it. Some are strangled by chords, some perish from sadness. I had friends, you know.
How does it feel to finally be in a human house?
It's exactly the way I imagined it. A different world entirely. There used to be undead, darkness, but here, there's life.
Let's go. We'll talk later.
Tak, tohle to máme pořešený. Ne, nechci hrát karty. Já jsem tady. Tady máme naše kartičky. A tady teprve musíme odemknout tu druhou pečeť. Aspen Seal. K tomu potřebujeme toho Aspen démona, jasně. Jo, tady budeme řešit tohle. Získáme waste on beat no start. Plus 1 damage ke všem kartám, který dávají damage. OK. Já jsem si tady nějak s něčím s něčím hrál. Base plus 2. OK, tak to možná prohodíme. Tak. Tohle je zase něco z lóru. To mi určitě potom bude jakože chybět určitě v nějakém rozhovoru, že nebudu vědět, o co go. Protože to teďka nestuduju. Task Violet. Jo, protože to jsou ty mini quest, jasně, to jsou ty jakože bezvýznamný ty. Jo, my tady máme to nový čertisko. Tak. Ty nás budou čím dál tím víc trápit. Čertiska. Máme jeden skill pointík. Tak do něčeho to můžeme nacpat. Tohle je čertovina. Spíš se asi zaměřím. Ještě si dáme ten jeden slot nějaký. Tady. Ještě jeden aktivní slot budeme mít. Tak a teďka se budeme moct ještě něčím vybavit. Tohle to posiluje status waste, když tohle získáváme +3 waste na začátku bitvy. Doufám, že to je jako, že nás to jako, že nebude nějak oslabovat. Teoreticky bychom teda automaticky každý kolo bez přičinění dávali za 5 damage. Když by jsem tam měl obojí, by možná bylo dobrý. Jo. Tak jo, ale nějaký návštěvník, někoho si poslechneme. Čertisko nějaký.
Hello to you, witch. The talk of the West is that you're a powerful knower, so I came to you.
Unholy Spirit, nesvatý duch, nějaký. Prostě nějaký čertisko.
I brought some bread. It's stale, but it's all I have. There's an Yerknik in our cemetery terrorizing the entire area. She died, you see, but hadn't passed on her shorts. You know how it goes.
Beretník. Ten se nám tady někdo... Return as a goal a hunt to living. Budeme tady řešit nějakýho goala.
Very well. I'll drop by when I'm near.
OK, vedlejšáček máme. Dobře, tak se vydáme na cestu. Jsme tady teďka. Ne, tohle to nepotřebujeme navštívit. Obchodníka s knihama asi teďka nepotřebujeme vidět. Takže půjdeme sem a tady je potom ten hřbitov. To se nám teďka otevřelo.
You hear the loud cries of an infant coming from the woods. Is this a demon's trick or an actual child? You can't tell from here. You see a defenseless infant lying between the branches of a split tree. There are some gifts for the Leshi nearby. It seems that the peasants left their child in hopes that he would be cured of a disease. As a rule, the baby is left for several days in a forest in the hope of a miracle. You know well that the Leshi won't bother to help the child get well. This infant won't survive the night out here on its own. You think about what to do next.
Leší se na něj vyprdne. Steal the gifts. Vem dary a přines dítě zpět. Přines dítě zpět. To je jako, že si je vezmeme. Moment. Tak. Nebo jako, že kompletně všechno jim odneseme, včetně těch darů. Tady v tom je to takový jako vždycky... Vezmu to děcko a vezmu ho do vesnice.
You bring the child to the closest village. You get lucky and quickly find the child's parents. You explain to them the dangers of such treatment and tell them to come to you for advice and herbs. The parents look scared, and it seems that they've learned their lesson.
Okay. Tak. Se nám něco otevřelo novýho. Nějaká herbalistka, nějaká bylinkářka tady žije. Ale tam asi nepotřebujeme.
You notice a familiar silhouette of the wooden church among the branches. You decide to come inside and rest a bit from the long road. When you come closer, you understand that this church has been long since abandoned. The windows are boarded up, and here and there you can see holes in the walls, as black as empty eye sockets.
Prohlídnem si ho.
You can't overcome your curiosity and push on the mossy door. After a moment, your eyes adjust to the darkness. After a moment, your eyes adjust to the darkness. The old building is filled with an eerie silence. You feel uncomfortable here, but it seems that dark forces haven't yet taken root here. You look at the old iconostasis, but you can't find anything of use. Only bits of old wooden sculptures.
Okay. Small settlement. Jaká malá osada. Cože? I was here that man walked the streets of this village one night. Jaký mrtvola, který večer pochodoval někdy. Půjdeme se tam podívat.
You breathe in the chilly air. The night silence envelops you like a black blanket. You look around. The village houses are frozen still, waiting for the dawn. At the village edge, you notice the bent shadow of an abandoned izba.
Okay, vrchneme se do ní.
Inside, you notice a crooked doorway to a galbietz and an ink-black cellar behind it. You peek inside. The cellar has been buried beneath the earth and broken boards for a long time now.
Okay. A nějakou písničku získáme.
You hear the lingering sounds of songs long known to you. At one of the izbas, you see a late-running vichorka. It may be worth stopping to listen for a while. You sit by a house and dissolve in a deep song.
Se furt opakuje a opakuje a opakuje. Tamhle to je v podstatě jenom nám obnovuje zdraví. Tak jdeme asi dál.
At night, the roads of Perm province are not the safest of places for the common folk. This time, it is not demons that block your path, but rather 3 highwaymen.
Kolio, že by se si jako třeba zeptal, co chtějí? Zkusíme to.
Nikolai fearlessly walks towards the bandit, but then stops dead in his tracks. The bandit is an old comrade of his. After a brief conversation, the bandits disappear into the forest.
OK, to bylo dobré řešení. Tak, mrkneme se na ten hřbitov. Jaký goal tam bude, jo?
You enter an old moonlit cemetery. Wooden tombstones are half broken. They stand in the dark like a squad of silent soldiers, each one staring at you blindly. You remember that this is the cemetery where the old hag Manka was buried. She was a famous witch Ikotnik.
Je, to byla ta kočka, že jo? A prozkoumáme si to?
You search the silent cemetery and feel your skin crawl, a sign that evil spirits are nearby. One of the graves is dug up as if by a wild beast. You come closer. You almost fall over, but hold on to an old cross. Immediately, you realize that the old witch left her demons inside the crucifix.
Tak, jdeme fajtit. Ole, to jsou olefešáci. Ten dává poison. Aha. Takže nejdřív asi musíme postarat o tady toho. Tak. Teoreticky ty můžeš dát už ránu tomu. 3, 6. No teoreticky možná sejme, nebo měl by ho sejmout. Protože on dá za 10. 5x2. 2x 5. Takže by teoreticky uměl vygumovat tu obranu a v pohodě ho zabít a my teoreticky sejmeme tohle z toho a ještě máme vlastně to... No to... Tak. To bylo rychle vyřešeno. Jo, a jdeme sem.
You finally reach the changeling bride's home village. Houses are scattered among grim firs. You feel the presence of evil spirits, and the book also seems to tremble with anticipation. You soon find the izba, where the presence of evil spirits is strongest. As you approach, you hear the shrill cries of a baby coming from inside. The bride bites her lip and shifts from one foot to the other. You sigh. You'll need to make the first move.
Who goes there? My baby can't sleep. Who are you girls? What do you need?
Your child is a demon. See for yourself. The Abdericha's changeling lies in the cradle, looking exactly like a human baby. How can I make him show his true form?
Přesvědčovačka. Modlitba? To určitě bylo někde nějaká nápověda.
You begin to whisper a prayer, but the Banya bride quickly walks up to the baby and tosses it over her shoulder.
Christ's kingdom, what are you doing, you witch?
Take a look at who you're raising.
The crying baby turns into a piece of wood.
Step aside. Hide over the stove.
As soon as the mother and daughter climb above the stove, the log attacks you.
No tak jo. To tomu prknu budeme muset vysvětlit. 42. Bude vyvolávat. Bude vyvolávat. Kolila hnedka mu dej z začátku na Kiránu. Já dostávám díky vampirismu. Díky tomu vampirismu já dostávám na začátek vždycky -9. 4 all enemies. Tak má 10 a 8. No, ten vampirism, ještě ho musíme pořádně proštudovat. To jako... On mi ubírá jakože hodně moc.
The bride tells her mother who she is. They hug. You can only guess how it feels to lose 18 years of your life. At the same...
Jsem to zase odkliknul brzo.
Impressive. In only a week's time, the first seal is gone. All that's left, as I told you, you are very talented.
A máme další pečeť zlomenou.
So what do I do now? Where do I find the next evil spirit?
You can't figure this out yourself? Others have spent years, decades even, just to break one seal. The next seal, as you know, is of water.
Budeme potřebovat nějakého vodního démona, jo?
I imagine it won't be difficult to find Evogenoi. Not in your neck of the woods.
Who did it before me?
People of greatness who became greater when they reached the end of the Black Book. The Black Book makes wishes come true. It can be used in many ways. You should think about how you can use it.
What happened to that log? Why was it sucked into the book?
Surely you don't think you get your wishes for free. You must feed the fire. Some spirits just vanish, absorbed by the book. Others possesses power enough to break the seal.
Why are the seals blocked with passes? Was the book written by the people of Perm?
Nothing of the sort. The book changes, adapts. I think the book has been testing you. If you could not figure out the primitive symbols of the truths, you would be unworthy of it.
Who are you and why do you drag me into this hole? Why shouldn't I feed you to my book?
And lose such an invaluable helper. All of your Zagavars. It is I who empower them. They would not be as strong without me in your service. You will learn the nature of such things in time.
To bude možná nějaký náš finální boss, tenhle to.
It's time for me to return to the light.
Is that all you wished to ask me? Very well. You may go. We will meet again when you break the water seal. I would, however, think carefully on the subject of our next chat if I were you. Me being such a priceless assistant.
Wake up, Vasya! Vasilisa!
Grandpa?
Well, have you come to your senses? How did you end up here? A minute ago, no one was here.
You tell old Yegor about your meeting with the Chort.
So the second seal is gone. Now it's time for a water one. Good job, Vasya. Good job. We might actually make it. Well, you rest a bit now, before your next task.
Jo. Ale to jsou mi zajímavé věci tady. Kain není vidět. Znamená, teďka bude moct nabírat nové kartičky. Máme klíč. Serpent Sting. Máme ho tam. Už nebo ne? Nemáme. Pokaždý, když já ztrácím HPčka, tak nepřátelé dostanou za jedna. Hej. To je docela zajímavá karta. Jo, dopryč. Pořídíme si tohle z toho. Proto tady mám různé možnosti, protože prostě si můžu namíchat ještě balíčky, jak chci. Kajna. To dává jednu do obrany akorát. Ale nepotřebuje to žádný slot. Tohle je jedno všem nepřátelům. Prohodíme to tady za to. Jo, tady je Cain a tady je Abel. OK. Patří sem. Tak. Namixovali jsme si tam do toho i nějaký kartičky tady z té dvojkové pečetě. Možná do budoucna si možná otevřeme nějaký další balíky. Trošičku si tam uděláme něco zajímavějšího. Nějaký mix. Tak. Jsem se chtěl podívat ještě jednou tady na to. Vampirism. Získá +2 vampirism od 5. +12. Proč mi to krade ty HPčka? Já dostávám -9. Bych potřeboval, aby mi to tam zůstalo, abych se mohl podívat, co přesně dělá ten waste. Prostě mě tady chybějí vysvětlivky k těm jednotlivým věcem. Lehce. Tady z toho mi jakože nic. Jako neříká, že by my měli přicházet. O 9 HPček. No ne, zatím mi to jaksi všechno vycházelo. Ty bitvy.
Vasia, what's that? What in the name are you doing? You can't pet me. I'm not your cat. I'm a demon, all right?
Can't bet you. Let me tame him with a good poker hit.
Wait, what poker? Are you mad, Gramps?
Maybe that will make you a better susietko. I have to feed you for that out of my can heart? Yesterday, some bird flew in. I had to chase it off. Where were you then? Huh? Not a sign, you furry short.
Boy, stop. Come on, you'll hate me, damn it. Be careful, Igor. All right, I get it. I will do a better job as a susietka from now on.
That's better. Next time my hit will find its mark.
He is not the kind to spoil his children.
I know, right? What happened after you became a spirit?
Seems like I do remember. We Sosietkas can see future quite well. The past we forget after a century or so. I was from Chut's tribe, I think.
You're one of the Chut? They say Chut are small and wide-eyed. And you're cats!
There are spirits like that, called Chut. People lived here, a tribe like Komi-Pyrmins, a long time ago. So, I was one of them. There was my hut, at the same place where the church was built. Or a dugout it was. I remember exactly that I lived at the same spot. They must have buried me under the threshold, so I became a house spirit. And when Isba was gone and the church appeared, then I must have moved there. A lot of things happened. I will stir my memory a bit more about how I was Susetka in that Isba. Tell you later.
Mm-hmm.
So you can take any shape?
I can. A wolf or a man, take your pick. Usually don't need it though. Ordinary people see us as shadows, nothing more. The rest they imagine themselves.
Let's go. We'll talk later.
Tak, tohle by bylo. Poslechneme si, kdo pak k nám sem přijde. Ne, nejdřív čertiska. Potřebujeme zase pořešit čertiska. Tak.
Well met. Is this the house of old Igor?
That's right. What brings you here?
Here, I brought a gift for you. Salt. Hear me out, please. I'm from Ust-Barovsk. I have a salt factory there. I'm Pahom Nikolaevich, the manager. My business is quite serious. I need to speak to you eye to eye.
You need to speak to Vasilisa. She's the one in charge here now.
A knower girl? That's a dangerous job.
No such thing as a safe job. Everything is as God wills it.
It is as you say. God abandoned our salt works. One day there's some noise in the salt oven. Another, some shadows near the salt boxes.
So what? I see nothing strange. These things happen all over the gubernia.
This is true. However, there was no brine at first, and the other day some workers went missing. It's been several days. The police don't care. They say they'll be back. I've already organized my own guards. I myself saw a kind of shadow near the barns. It disappeared the moment I saw it. I was told you can help me deal with spirits, and so I came here.
Tell me, Pahom Nikolaevich, how people went missing?
A week ago we hit brine. It just started gushing out. So we started working it, day and night, filled all the salt boxes. I put Alexei from Gorodishevo on the night shift. He went missing. People said he went on a binge. The local doctor says he's an alcoholic. And then Pyotr went missing, also on the night shift.
Did you try to figure out who is kidnapping these people?
Yes. On the third day, I sent a couple of strong men, myself among them. All was quiet at first, and then, at night, some sort of shadow appeared. Trishka called out to it, but it started thrashing about. I still get chills thinking about it. I crossed myself, and the shadow ran to the barn, or to the oven, or to the salt box. I couldn't tell which. Come morning, I saddled the horses.
Tell me about your salt works.
It isn't close. A factory near Ust-Urolka. We do everything there. Extract the brine and load the permianko onto the barges. Permianka is what we call our salt. Accidents happen, can't avoid them. But we never had to deal with demons.
You said the salt started to disappear.
For half a year we had little to no salt. Disasters, one after the other. But we held on. Now we struck brine. Workers have gone missing.
Tam bude možná nějaká konkurence jenom.
I won't leave you hanging.
But if we help you, don't forget about our reward. Perhaps you have some ancient or consecrated item?
Don't worry about that. We won't forget. The main thing is that we find who is to blame.
Have you had any arguments with the Vodyanoi?
With the Vodyanoi? He doesn't give us any trouble in the factory. I'm a God-fearing man. We offered our Vodyanoi vodka and baked treats.
All right, I'll take a look at your factory.
I organize transportation for you. They'll get you to the station. There, the manager will show you the way to the factory. Go as soon as you're ready. I'll go on ahead. Well, see you soon.
God himself sent him, Vasya. There you will break your seal. If only I had some Kupala salve, I could get there instantly. Oh, well, when Kupala comes, I'll get the required herbs. Get to it.
Se vydáme rovnou na cestu. Nebudeme se vůbec zdržovat.
Чердень, 100 verst. Solikamsk, 22 verst. Ust-Urolka, 10 verst.
Nic víc tady asi nenajdem.
This cart has seen better days. Fedka, go shoot some magpies on the street. I'm sick of their cawing.
So I rolled up a cigarette. And then I tell him, you know, spicing it up with curses. Then he crowed and disappeared. Happened this year in the hunting season.
Was he also asking about your daughter?
Come on, Your Excellence. Every knowledgeable passerby thinks he has to pull my leg.
God bless.
God bless.
The nobleman glances at you, flushes red, and nods in a restrained manner.
There aren't any horses at the station.
Really? And what about your Sivka?
The Sisetko's been riding that one for 7 nights straight. She doesn't let anybody near.
Klasická výměnná stanice koní tady jenom. Aha.
You have to wait for fresh post horses. They're due in the morning.
And listen to some sons tell stories. My name is Alexander. My companion is none other than the station caretaker.
My name is Vasilisa. I'm going to the Uzbarovsk factory.
You won't make it far without a carriage at this hour. We can play some cards while we wait. Where are you from?
From Vilgard. I have business at the factory.
Nechci hrát karty, karty mě nebaví.
The horses could bring me only as far as this station.
The locals perhaps are afraid of riding in the direction of the factory.
Well, what do you expect? The factory is haunted, and now demons have snipped the telegraph lines.
Cože?
What a mess. At this rate, we'll be left without a Tsar.
Did the demons cut the lines or what?
Who else?
Démoni přestříhali telegrafní dráty, jo, tak jo.
According to you, the demons are to blame for everything. Is winter also there doing?
You bet. Have you heard of Shulikons?
Šulíkůni. Seasonal spirits. Šulíkůni, slyším o nich poprvé v životě teda. Okay.
I know about them, and I know for a fact that the winter is not their doing. It's all in the celestial bodies.
Really?
So what happened to the telegraph?
Who knows? The monitor came, took the horses, told me he was going to fix them, took the stableman as well.
Some son says the spirits are to blame. He says all sorts of superstitious things.
Try living by the forest as long as I have. You'd see stranger things.
What have you heard about the factory?
It used to be a fine factory. Before the devil came, people started to disappear.
Máme namířeno. Budeme muset vyřešit. To jsem zvědavý, jestli tam fakt budou jenom nějaký, jestli tam budou opravdu démoni, nebo jestli tady v tom je namočená nějaká, nevím, nějaký konkurent, další nějaká firma, co dělají sůl.
There's always some witchery going on.
Was it before the recent disappearances?
I heard the same thing from the peasants. They say it's a bad place.
That's right. Everyone knows the mills are all haunted. Why would the factory be any different?
Just don't go in the water if you can't swim.
He told me about other cases.
Well, there's no lack of misfortune. Pahom sure had it tough. Then all these problems with the brine started.
Now they tell me more salt workers are disappearing. God is punishing them.
Or the devil.
What about you, Alexander? Where are you going?
I'm going to Logovy village. I'm a doctor, studied in St. Petersburg. The doctor there has his hands full. A difficult case. We've been exchanging letters.
I know a little about folk medicine. What happened here?
A witch doctor. A noble trade, but not as effective as the scientific approach. Well, listen. The peasant girl developed a kind of emaciation. She can't sleep at night, hallucinates.
What do the people say?
The usual things. Curses, kolduns.
I know how to deal with that. Perhaps I could help you.
There's no curse there. I mean, are there even such things? There's a sick girl in Logovy village. Come, I'll be waiting for you. I mean, I'll be in the village.
Tak se tam budeme potom podívat taky.
Will we get to Urolka with this horse?
Sure, if Sivka comes to its senses. Doesn't look like it, though.
I want to ask about something else.
Prohlídneme si koně.
I'll go check on your livestock. Maybe I can calm it down.
Go on. His Excellence also has places to go. He's been waiting.
Aha. Tady je koník. Nějaký splašený. Bude mít něco zaraženého v noze, ne? V podkově nebo něco takového.
The persistent neighing of a horse can be heard from the stables. When you come closer, you see a black shadow shuffling around the animal.
Aha, tam je nějaký bubák s ním.
Oh, a witch! Do your folk have a coven here or something?
Fakt, že tady je.
Why do you torture the animal? A sosiatko is supposed to look after the horses, not torture them.
So you see me? What of it?
To je susedko? No tak přesně jak ona říká, proč blázníš toho koně? Máš ho uklidňovat.
This animal is the wrong color. It's not like that of the master.
Jaký špatná barva.
The color is wrong. What color do you require?
Oh, I'd be happy even with a small, puny horse, but it should be the same color of the master's beard. If I waste this one, he'll buy a new one.
Nějaká únava na mě dopadá. Troška help. Točit na něj zbytečně je asi zbytečný. Máme sebou... Můžeme zkusit pomoct tady.
I'm telling you as one sosiatka to another. Do you see that girl's book?
Of course I do.
So if you're such a specialist in colors, take a look at its cover. All the zagavars in there are for getting rid of sosiatkas. Believe me, I know.
My, oh my.
The domovoi hisses like an angry cat. The spirit jumps off the horse and disappears into a dark corner of the stables.
A je to. Koník je klidnej.
Oh, Vasilisa. So, how's the horse?
To go back.
I managed to calm the animal down. I made arrangements with the sosiatko.
Well, what do you know? All right. I'll get you where you need.
Thank you for not sharing any more of these wonderful stories.
They aren't stories, that's what happened.
Tak, můžeme pokračovat. Tak se budeme mrknout na tu nemocnou holku. Potom.
The caretaker points in the direction of Ust-Urolka, and the cart with Alexander in it departs to Logova village. As you plan your next moves, you're interrupted by a shadow that appears suddenly on the road.
Kreslíme kruh, preventivně.
You quickly draw a circle. The shadows come closer while you prepare the black book. Soon, a peasant stands before you, with a heavy club in his hands.
Who goes there?
I'm from Vilgard. I'm headed to the salt works.
Cross yourself first.
You make the sign of the cross over yourself.
Phew, I thought I'd run into a demon. That kind wouldn't be willing to bless itself. I was sent for a night watch from Ust-Barovsk village. Shorts are bothering folk at the factory. You're heading there?
Well, yes. I'm an oar from Černý. I'd like to help.
A witch? I'd better get going.
What did you hear about the missing people?
Gone without a trace. At first, we thought they'd gone on a drinking binge. But no. They went missing during their night watch. I heard there was a thick fog on those nights. Looked like a river overflowing.
Aby to nebyly jenom jakože tam tu sůl kradou a potom zmiznou.
What have you heard about the missing salt?
I heard it went missing long ago. Must be some thieves.
Could it be Čorts?
Could be. Oh, kingdom of the Lord. I used to be a salt walker once. See? Ears are all eaten away. Better ears than the immortal soul, though.
Well, God bless you.
Okay. Tak, pokračujeme dál. Tak jdem nejdřív sem, a potom se podíváme sem do té vesnice.
The murmur of the Chornaya River can be heard amidst the darkness. You also hear several voices nearby. A prickly sensation on your back tells you they belong to the spirits. Having heard your voice and the holy words, the spirits disappear. The only thing you hear is a water splash. On a stone by the water, you notice a wet comb. You leave the river behind and go back on the road to Ust-Barovsk.
Plus 5 HPček. Já bych potřeboval další pozici. A prostě mám jenom 6. Tohle z toho se nechci zdávat. No, zatím půjdeme tak... Tak jak to máme teďka? Proč se mi tady furt to protahuje někam dál a dál a dál? Já už jsem chtěl jít sem.
You have goosebumps, a sign of a devilish presence. You look around. Your only companion is humming among the silence. Suddenly, a dark figure steps out from the shade. It is a scribe, a zagavr dealer.
Wisdom will enter your heart and be good for your soul.
Přidá to 2 do štítu, pokaždý, když... OK. No, burning blood. Swipe. Uvidíme, jestli proto najdeme uplatnění. Třeba někdy.
Sharp pine trees overhang the road like the legions of demons you've seen in many icons at the Church of the Trinity. You nearly jump. The forest darkness is torn apart by a flaming whirlwind hurtling over the trees.
Proč já mám s sebou vlastně toho sousedka? Já jsem si nezvolil nic, tak mi to dalo prostě defaultně jeho. Jsem možná zapomněl na to nějakýho kompaniona si vybrat. Co s tím dokáže udělat Proška? Já to zvolím jenom pro zajímavost teďka.
Proška advises you to follow the demon. Could he be the one to blame for Logava's misfortunes?
Nám poradil, že ho máme sledovat. Dobře.
You run after the fiery whirlwind. You think that you've lost it, but then see it above the trees again. The chase leads you to Logova village. The fiery omen circles the chimney of one of the houses, and then vanishes.
Ahoj, mami, dobrý večer. OK, tak fakt možná za to bude moc on. Zajímavý.
You knock on the door of the izba, next to which you saw a fiery image vanish. Alexander opens the doors. Inside, the doctor has already prepared the remedies. Among the bottles, you notice several old candles.
I didn't expect you to answer the invitation.
No, doktore, řekl bych, že se tady jakože potýká s něčím jiným než s obyčejnou chorobou.
But come in. Here is the sick girl.
On a bench under the icons lies an emaciated woman. Her eyes are open, but clearly do not see. She whispers abrupt phrases.
He'll come. He'll be back. He'll be back.
What are you talking about? What are you waiting for?
Vanya, he's back. I know it.
It seems that this woman is delirious after several sleepless nights.
This Vanya, is he presumed dead?
He's alive. Alive. I've seen him. He's well except for his missing spine.
Že?
Her husband was killed in action. The news came not so long ago, they say.
I saw a demon near the village.
That's the tales of Samson. They make you see things.
No, I think evil spirits has a hand in this.
Of course they did.
Don't believe me? I know for sure a demon's at fault. The demon comes to the girl in the image of her dead husband. It drains her of her life force and can lead to her death. What spirit is to blame for her sickness?
To nebude domovoj. To bude... Koldun? Nebo ohnivý had? Lešej to asi taky nebude. Koldun?
Perhaps a witch cursed her?
Ne.
No, it's more likely that the fiery snake is at fault. It all fits. The dead man, the visions, the lack of a spine. He must be close right now.
No jo, teď ona to říkala, že jako mu chybí páteř.
Close? Yes, he's here. Soon my Vanya will come.
When did she fall ill?
The local doctor first wrote to me about her several months ago.
A long time. We won't cure her with words at this point. There's this type of chort. They take the form of the dead and visit the living. They can also look like their husbands. We need to ambush the chort that's been haunting her. If we get on the stove, he won't notice us. You'll see it with your eyes if you're close.
This is madness.
If we don't do this, the woman will soon follow her husband. No powders will make her better. Besides, they say that educated men like to put everything to the test.
Alexander reluctantly agrees and gets on top of the stove. You don't wait long. Sparks fly out of the mouth of the stove, and out crawls a pale chort with cow's hooves. For a moment, you think you hear Alexander whispering protective zagovors. However, you have no time to think. You need to decide what to do next.
Budeme hnedka s ním bojovat, nebo ho zkusíme ukecat? Bude se mu chtít kecat? Zkusíme s ním promluvit.
Hey, you demon, come again yesterday.
To je fešák.
Hold the streak in the book. Huzzah on the stove.
Why do you torture this girl with a fiery snake? Get out while you still can.
You guessed it.
That's what I think.
That's enough. The stove won't stop me. I'll get you.
Ach jo.
The chort turns into a sheaf of sparks. You jump off the stove and draw a circle.
Pajdu, jo. Máme sebou Číču jako parťáka. No dobře. Tak tady máme takovýho nějakýho minibosáčka. Tak co pak ti provedem? Kiličku tam dáme, tohle tam dáme. Tohle tam dáme. Tohle tam dáme. A ty už mu flákni asi taky. Ne, to nám zvýší obranu. No. Jo, on zvyšuje sobě obranu, a ne nám. Aha. Hnedka to využijeme. Tak. Tak, Kejna. Nebo výsta. Tohle z toho. A znovu si dáme bábušku. Okay, nemáme nějakou bylinu. asi nepotřebujeme. Zatím jsme asi v klidu. Auč, to bolelo. A je to. Tak. Ne, žádný. Já nechci dostávat. Tahle ta karta nám dává 3 HPčka každý kolo. Okay.
The short breaks out with a brilliant flame and disappears into the stove. It won't Alexander thanks you modestly and prepares to set off. The young man avoids looking at you. It seems his meeting with the demon had a profound effect on him. He reluctantly admits that he whispered some prayers while sitting on the stove.
Já vždycky to odkliknu dřív, než to domluví. Řešeno.
The telegraph wires stretch between the poles like the strings of a giant spindle. The wooden structures look alien, and the grim trees around them seem to glare at them reproachfully. By the road, you notice a couple arguing in a lively manner.
Oh, Lord! How do I even begin my journey there? My lord, I'm scared. Did you hear what they were saying on the station?
I'll show you, Scared.
Good evening.
Let God arise and his foes vanish.
Oh, damn you. Who goes there?
My name is Vasilisa. I'm going to the Ustyrolsk factory.
Good lord. Why are you roaming around at night? We're up to our necks as it is. I'll get this Samson. He scared all the neighborhood.
I'm telling you, I saw it with my own eyes. Under the poles, the tracks are human, and then they turn into hoof tracks. I'm not going there. You go if you need it.
Mind who you're talking to. I'm the monitor.
What were those tracks? Perhaps it was some animal.
No animal walks barefoot. When the chief told me about the telegraph, I went over there, and I find this thing. So I ran.
Come here tomorrow. I'm sure it won't be as haunted in the morning.
I can't. The supervisors will skin me alive. I've been told to find the source of the problem and fix it.
I'm not afraid of chores. I can go there and check.
Well, if my worker doesn't want to, I leave it to you. As a reward, you'll receive his daily wage.
Fine by me. I'll wait here. Keep the money.
All right. I'll be back soon as I deal with the chores.
Tak, ale nejdřív já to tady nějak budu muset vyřešit. Dělá to tohle? Musíme to prohodit. Jestli budeme furt ztrácet teda, nebo nebudeme ztrácet. Tak, půjdeme se tam podívat.
The rod is an old one. It's dry. It hasn't rained for a long time. Here's the torn cable. Just like that man told me, bare feet turn to hooves.
The road leads to the village. In the distance, you seem to discern the settlement lights.
Víc už tady asi nenajdem.
Clean cut. No magpie did this, that's for sure. Why would demons damage the telegraph line? I don't remember the peasants telling me they saw any demon tracks. Unless some chore put on the dead man's skin. Just like that man told me, bare feet turn to hooves.
The road leads to the village. In the distance, you seem to discern the settlement lights. Despite the late hour, the peasants aren't sleeping. Almost all of the residents of this small village have gathered on the street. The discussion quiets down once they notice your figure on the road.
Good evening. Where are you heading?
Good evening to you, good people. The telegraph manager sent me to inspect.
Oh, the demon stole it down. Did you see that?
Yes,
Well, if you saw it, off you go. It's dangerous here. The place is haunted. Who knows what else?
To vypadá, že oni si to kutli sami, že tady něco pečou.
I saw the torn wire. I haven't seen any demons, though. There was some strange tracks near the pole.
Well, what do you expect from a demon?
Strange that they stayed there in this dry weather.
Well, it's a chort we're talking about. He leaves his tracks where he wants.
There's another thing I wanted to ask you.
There's nothing more to ask. I'm telling you, go on your way.
The peasants see you off with heavy gazes. You understand you won't get anything from these people, and return to the road. Having noticed your approach, the monitor comes to meet you.
So, did you figure out what's wrong?
Looks like a demon's doings. People in the village are also scared senseless.
See, that's what I was talking about.
This is bad. What should we do?
We'll call Father. He'll blast the telegraph.
We'll see about it. And thank you. Here is part of your reward for your courage.
Jsme toho moc jakože nezjistili. Jak řekl, že nám něco uniklo.
Well, goodbye.
Já bych řekl, že nám něco uniklo. Že tady se dalo najít určitě něco víc.
Just before dawn, the village is still, wrapped in icy dew. You're greeted by the whisper of a stream, a breath of damp wind, and the faint song of peasants who stayed up late. The quiet melody restores your powers. You pass the tranquil settlement and go to a crossroads. Looks like some chorts are hiding here.
Tak. Aspoň hnedka tak uvidím, jestli mi to fakt dělala ta koruna, nebo ne. Takže nejdřív se zbavit asi toho. A potom všechno směřovat tady na toho. To dělala ta koruna. Krása. Tak.
You reach the factory office. They were expecting you, and you soon meet the manager.
Ah, Vasilisa, you're here? Good.
Yes, the Lord surely helped me to get here. Could at least have sent some horses to get me.
It's not that far away.
You really don't know what's been going on? In one village, I had to defeat a fiery snake. In the other village, God knows what's been going on. Demons are cutting the wires.
That's all bad news. If I knew beforehand, I would give the coachman some money for vodka. They also get scared in the dark. Well, I'm sure it will work out. The main thing right now is to figure out what's been going on here at the factory. What's most important is to go on making salt.
I've heard that even before the disappearances, there was something strange going on.
People talk.
Can you tell me more about it?
Ah, let bygones be bygones. There was nothing of this sort. No hauntings. The brine went away, so they started talking. It was a long time ago. Nothing to do with the missing men. Besides, the brine is here again.
Did anything happen while you were gone?
Oh, no, everything's fine. Thank God. I feel quite uneasy here at the factory. I'm sure it's some kind of demon.
All right, time to get to work. I'll find this factory chort.
Oh, thank you, Vasilisa. I've arranged a room for you. Rest a bit. And get to work. The lads will show you the way.
Jo. Tak. Teďka můžeme dělat si nějaký úpravy. Tak, vyšleme zase nějaký čertiska.
Listen, Proshka, can you see the demons at the factory with those demon eyes of yours?
Bah, evil spirits are everywhere. I'm sure we'll meet some at the factory. That doesn't mean we're always the ones to blame.
Well, actually, it usually does.
That's just the way your Khaldoons tell it. Look at me. I'm kindness and fluffiness itself.
True, but before you I saw countless chorts, but none of them were fluffy, if you will.
You just need to get to know them better.
Right.
Tak, pojďte mi něco říct.
Wake up, it's done already. Pahom wants you in his office. Are you a new salt carrier? All right, I don't have much time. Don't forget to close the door.
To je vlastně jenom jakoby ta fabrika.
The workers that you meet seem to be scared, even in these early hours. You try to start a conversation, but as soon as you mention the disappearances, they cross themselves and quickly scurry away. In the factory office, you meet Pahom.
Ah, Vasilisa, come. I'll show you the factory. It's quite big. Quite a fortune we have here. Salt, as you see. But you can go anywhere with me. First, we will visit the pump. Alexei used to work there. Then we will visit the salt oven. Pyotr went missing there. We can go to the storehouse. A demon was seen there that night. Are you ready to go? Or do you want to ask something?
What happened to Alexei in the pump tower?
He was the first to disappear. Happened on the first night we struck Brian. He was working then. Haven't heard of him since. Maybe they will tell you something new in the tower. Are you ready to go? Or do you want to ask something?
Tell me about Pyotr, who worked in the salt oven.
He was gathering salt from the Tsirin that night. There wasn't any brine at first, so we started cooking later. They'll tell you more in the salt oven. Are you ready to go? Or do you want to ask something?
What did you see near the salt box?
We tried to track the culprit down. We saw a shadow, but it was foggy that night. Trishka called out to it, and this shadow started thrashing about like a fish. No man moves that way. It was here, by the salt box. We load the salt onto barges here. Are you ready to go, or do you want to ask something?
Okay, jdeme.
I understand. Time for me to go.
Tak.
A tall silhouette of a brine pump tower appears before you. It seems to hang over the factory like a watchtower. A steady hiss of the pump is heard from it.
Hey, Ivan, come over here. This is our piping master, an expert in drilling.
Ah, Pahom. Who did you bring?
A Noah from Cherdin. She's going to help us find Alexei.
So that's why her head is uncovered. Huh, a bare-headed witch. Are you out of your mind? Bringing caldons to the factory.
Hey, mind who you're talking to. Show her Alexei's things.
So we've been working here for years, breaking our backs, just so you could bring witches around, right? What are you listening to her for? She probably doesn't know anything. Listen, pretty girl. Do you at least know what do we do on this tower?
What is this wooden tower used for?
Protection, salt cooking, salt storing, salt extraction. On to zmiňoval.
The tower protects the pond that lifts the brine from the well.
It may be not such a bad idea, Pahom. The girl is smart. I'll bring Alexei's things now.
The worker brings a bundle in which you find a piece of paper with a clumsy poem written on it.
Your fingers are like salt, your eyes deep as water, your hair is black as tar.
Look at him go.
Who could he have written this about?
Maybe he fell for a salt worker girl.
Huh, I doubt it. He'd write something about salty years then. I don't know, he never taught me anything of this sort. Well, I need to work. You need anything else?
What can you tell me about the missing guy?
What can I tell? A proper lad. And a smart one. Knows his way around the mechanism. Likes to have a drink, the rascal. Must be drinking with Peter in some pot house. Oh, if I only catch him doing that.
They say a demon is carrying off workers. Seen anything odd?
Yeah, a witch walking around the factory. That's what's hot.
Now you tell her what she wants.
I haven't seen anything, all right? You'll learn for yourself that there aren't no demons here.
What was Alexei doing in the pump tower the night he disappeared?
I put him there to look after the pump once the brine started flowing. There's nothing else to do there. He must have grown bored and went to the pothouse.
Okay.
I see. Thanks for the help.
So what do you think happened to Alexei?
For now, it's unclear. If it had been Chorts, they would have killed him on the spot. Maybe the girl from the poem knows something. So, where did he go missing? In the salt oven?
Yes, it's right here, behind the salt box. We will visit it first.
Za vším hledej ženu, že by zase.
On your way to the salt oven, one of the workers calls out to Pahom and starts to question him about the disappearances. While Pahom is busy, you decide to look around.
There's a white track here, as if something was dragged.
Jaký bylinky si tady pozbíráme?
This bar looks odd. Its bottom is all covered with salt. It's black. I sense something bad here. This bar looks odd. Here's a piece of a workman's shirt. Could it be a body was dragged in here? There's a white track here, as if something was dragged.
Že by se ty dva poprali o ženskou. Jeden druhýho zabil a potom ho schoval někam do nějaký podsůl.
Its bottom is all covered with salt. It's black. I sense something bad here. This bar looks odd. Its bottom is all covered with salt. These days there's so much salt that there are sacks full of it just lying around. This worker is carrying one to the barn right now. Well, what do you know? There are huge claw marks on the salty log. Ordinary folk wouldn't notice them right away. Looks like a demon's mark. Doesn't look like a simple Chort's doing. Well, what do you know? There are huge claw marks on the salty log.
Nic víc tady asi neobjevíme.
Enough already. We need to go and you have work to do.
Wait, we stopped here for a reason. I noticed claw marks on it. The kind only the demons leave behind.
Where?
Lord have mercy.
I need to look inside.
Well, what are you waiting for? Open it.
Listen, Pahom, don't be angry. We've lost the keys.
Well, take some logs away then.
They've salted through heavily.
We need to open it today, before demons kill anyone else.
Do as you're told, while we go visit the salt oven.
The salt oven is submerged in unbearably hot shadow. You remember your visit to the underworld during your initiation. You shudder when you take a peek at the red-hot tsiren.
Hey you! Drop that sack! We want to ask you about Pyotr.
Good day, master.
Did you work with Pyotr? What can you tell me about him?
Well, what can I tell? I don't know. He worked hard, we all do. Well, that's it, really.
What was Pyotr doing here?
Everything, really. Cooked salt, a strong guy. Was good at hauling the sacks from down below. Now that I think about it, he was quite good at hauling salt. You have to have some skill for that. Not a drunkard.
Have you heard about the demons? Seen anything like that?
Yes, I've heard. Lord protect me, but the Lord is merciful. I haven't seen anything of the sort. Peter used to say that we're here like chorts in hell ourselves.
I'll show you, chorts. Don't forget who you're talking to.
Oh, forgive me, master. I wasn't thinking.
Have you seen anything unusual?
Nothing of the sort. We're too busy working. I've heard, though, the other day, Peter was saying that he was going to get married.
How's that? To whom?
Yeah, I thought it strange too. I didn't know anything about him proposing, and here he tells us about this beauty. Black hair, white skin, that's the way he tells it. I think maybe he eloped with her.
It doesn't look like there are any demons here. I need to search other places.
Well, go on, I'll check up on the salt box. You, lad, come with me, give me a hand.
It's getting dark. Hurry up, your workers.
Jsem mu úplně neprokec ještě.
You open a door to the factory bathhouse. Inside the old gray building, you feel the presence of evil spirits. You take several steps inside and are immediately surrounded by baniks.
Hele.
Not a step closer, demons.
Don't be mad, mistress. Stay with us, fellow Bannik. We'll live happily and scare the workers now and then.
What? You think I'm an Abdiricha of some kind?
What else? We all sensed a new spirit and saw you the other night walking here in the dark, as if looking for your home. Stay here with us. We'll grant you some gifts.
That would be nice, Vasnik.
Vasník, on ho zná.
Gifts, you say? What Bannock? I'm a regular witch.
Really? Well... Oh yeah, that's right. You reek of life. Where's the Bannock we saw before, then?
What did she look like? I might be able to help you.
Well, she was pale, long hair, just like Bannock.
I wouldn't call Bannocks pale. I haven't seen yours, but I'm looking for a spirit too.
Point it out to us when you find it. And get out of here. This is no place for the living.
The spirits disappear and leave you in solitude. All you can do is to go on your way. You approach the riverbank and notice a dark figure. You freeze, thinking of what to do next. This may be the spirit you're looking for, the one to blame for the missing workers. It turns out to be a fisherman from the nearest village. He notices you and puts his fishing rod aside.
Aren't you afraid to go fishing at night? They say there are evil spirits here.
Nah, I'm not scared. I have a powerful amulet. With it, I fear no demon. I have seen that evil spirit, though.
What of this amulet?
Ah, some woman gave it to me. A fine thing. Can send any chore packing.
Ne, nebudu mu to brát.
What did that spirit look like?
Nothing much. A dark shadow by the water sitting, combing its hair. It dove into the water when I got closer. See, all because of the amulet.
Good fishing to you.
The barn stands like a grim giant. The processed salt is stored here before it is loaded onto barges. Suddenly, in the darkness of the parted gates, you notice a fuzzy figure. You look closer and see that the sun has almost gone over the horizon.
Jsme nebojácí.
The moment you step towards the barn, a demon jumps at you.
Co ty seš zač? Jo. Tak mu to vysvětlíme. To je minus tenhle. Můžu dostat nějaký útočný? Aha, ono to nedá. Dá, no proto.
Why, forever in the woods! Don't kill me, demon, I beg you!
Demon? I'm often called a witch, but this is a first.
Open your eyes. What kind of susiatka takes a колдун for a demon?
So you know the demon that settled in the box? Oh, what a life!
So you're saying there's a chort in the salt box? Have you seen it?
I haven't, but we all can feel it here. It emerged along with the salt. Now it starts to eat people. Oh, what a life!
Why did you attack me? Was it you who killed the workers?
No, I'm peaceful spirit.
No to teda bylo. Peaceful spirit, já ti dám.
The chort from the salt box killed them. Even the Banniks know what's been going on. Oh, what a life!
You look like a соседка. What kind of spirit are you?
I'm a соседка. There used to be an izba here. Its house forgot to bring me along. Then I started living in the barn when it was built. And the things that have been going on lately. Oh, what a life!
I need to go. It's midnight soon. What should I do with you?
Necháme ho tady. Třeba bude v pohodě.
You stay here. Keep guard in the barn.
The demon nods and dissolves into darkness.
Jo, tak tady je fakt nějaký čort asi teda. To jdeme vyřešit.
It is dark now, but the workers are still unable to open the salt box. You see the anxiety in their eyes. Pahom paces around, giving out orders. Seems like he is worried more than the others.
Nakonec budeme muset použít tu nějakou bylinku, která proráží ty dveře. Break, herb. Přesně. To je něco rozbitého. S ním asi nepromluvíme.
Hold this here. Come on. Heave! Heave!
I think I know how to open this door. And I think I know what kind of demon haunts you. What evil spirits are to blame for the salt workers' disappearances?
Toto bude ten baník. Nebo Chort from Hell. Vodenoid to asi nebude.
It seems like an Abdiricha mistook the buildings and settled in the salt box.
Oh, Jesus Christ! As soon as we break down this door, I'll show that evil spirit Russian strength.
Wait, I will whisper over the door.
Step aside. Let the witch do her business.
You mouth the words of a Zagavar and apply the break herb. The door to the salt box opens. Your assumptions proved wrong. There's a rusalka in the salt box. With a quick motion, you draw a circle and plan your next move.
Rusalka je tady. Ale... Ubohá rusalko bledá.
What's this, ruckus? The moon isn't up yet.
God, so many dead.
Dead? Girl, they're just sleeping. Because the moon isn't up yet.
What kind of sleep is she talking about? I smell death all the way from here.
Oh, if you insist, I can wake up my friends.
No, wait. Tell me first. Why are you here, demon?
I was sent by my father, the Vodinoy. I think he wanted me to find new friends. We'll be very close, forever and ever. Just like a fir and its little branches. Am I right, boys?
The corpses steadily sway in the brine.
Why? What for? Why did you kill all of these workers?
Killed? They're alive. Alive forever.
Why did the brine disappear in the factory? Why did it reappear?
These salt workers are lucky to have a friend as kind as I am. I give them life, love, and wealth. What more could you wish for?
To not to be drowned in brine?
I knew you wouldn't understand. What kind of demon are you anyway?
Tak jdeme vypudit. Jdeme na boj.
That reminds me. I need to break a water seal. Your soul could prove useful.
Oh, what a pity. And I wanted to propose eternal life to you. You are very sweet. I think you and I are quite alike.
You pull out a comb that you found by the river on your way to the factory.
That's right. We are alike. Even our combs are identical.
Where did you get that, witch? I'll pry this comb from your dead hands.
Tak, máme tady finálního bosáka, nebo teďka teda bosačku. Stovku máš, jo? Jo. To tady nějak nasázíme. Jak jenom 4? To je waste. Oho. Budeme se soustředit čistě jenom na ní. Prozatím.
bothering me and my sword walker friends.
Don't fret. This won't take long.
Tak.
You damned witch!
We'll see about that. I've bitten bigger foes.
Tak. A pečka zatím máme v pohodě. Ale klidně si můžeme ještě tohle z toho upnout. Nerůstá ten waste. Krása. Pojď. A je to. A je to.
Damned witch! You won't get me with your foul sorcery. My father protects me. And without me, there won't be salt or eternal life.
The Rusalka dives into the brine and disappears. The drowners crumple lifelessly, seemingly intent on staying dead this time. Silence is all around you. You hear the sounds of a door opening behind you. Pahom found the courage to get the salt box. He's holding an icon.
Let God arise and his foes vanish.
That's it. I've banished the Rusalka.
Oh, thank God. Thank you, Vasilisa.
Too early to celebrate. She's gone, but she took all the brine with her. Get the horses ready. We need all Yegor's advice. Well, what are you waiting for? Be quick about it. We need to hurry.
Right this moment.
Jo, tak to nebylo ještě všechno. Asi. Nic, promluvíme si.
The other day, I met that woman who sells sweets. Remember her? She got a hernia this big, half the size of her face.
Nám nic nebaví.
Come in, Pahom. We need to think about what to do next.
You share the events at the factory.
She even escaped your Zagavars. Only powerful evil spirits are able to do that. I think someone is protecting her.
To bude ten nějaký vodonoj, nějaký vodník, ne?
This demon scared the entire factory. Even after you chased her away, the haunting continues. Some workers saw shadows in the barn. God damn them. But what should we do next? Can't we get the brine back?
We can think of something. We also need the water demons.
But Rusalka mentioned her father. Who could she be talking about?
Rusalka? Christ almighty, God help us. She mentioned her father?
Well, it's clear to me.
The Vodinoi becomes father to all evil spirits of the water. Vakul is the one we need to go to.
The salt worker grows pale.
Vakul? So the Vodinoi has something to do with it.
What did you think? You may not have dealt with him with your factory, but maybe you should have. Millers, for instance, all deal with him.
At the factory, I was doing fine with the Vodinoi that I had.
Whether you were or not, the small Vodinois are gone. This one has outsmarted them and now rules everywhere. The small ones all went into hiding, and you can't find them now. You can meet him in Hell's Lake. Pahom, go back. You can't do anything now. And you, Vasilisa, get going. Got it?
What do you know about the Vodinoi?
A powerful chort, and an old one. People say he was here before Christ and remembers the old times. He has an underwater palace, but he may speak to you on the lake.
Will you break the seal for me?
Try to convince him. I told you, you won't find any other Vodinois here. He's hard to convince, though. And I don't know if you'll be able to take him into battle. You're still weak.
What kind of lake is that?
The Permians call it Vatti. It means swampy lake. It's deep. One chort tried to measure it and lost a rope. The Russians renamed it after the hunting started. If you ask me, Hell's Lake is quite a fitting name.
Okay.
I see. I'll get ready.
Well, be careful out there with him. If you strike a bargain with him, stick to it. If something goes wrong, don't panic. You have your black book. God be with you.
Jo. A budeme muset řešit nějakýho vodníka. Dobrá tedy. Ale to už si zase, přátelé, necháme až někdy. Na příště. Tak. Ukládačka. A zavalíme to. 11:30. Tak, ideální čas, aby jsem se dostal zhruba do půlnoci do postele. Tak jo, přátelé. Zase jsme s tím kousek pohnuli, prolomili jsme druhou pečeť. Tak a budeme prolamovat třetí a budeme teda muset to vyřešit s tím nějakým vodníkem nebo kýho šlaka, co to bude zač. Jsem na to zvědavej. Asi zatím fakt pohoda a příjemný. Celá taková ta mytologie, prostě ta slovanská je v tom tady jakože docela hezky udělaná a namontovaná do toho. Takže jo, já to tady zabalím. Šup. Šup. Tak, jako vždycky, přátelé, nevím, jak v týdnu, možná to bude zase náročnější, takže nezapomeňte jako vždycky sledovat nadpis vyvinutého streamu, když by přišel nějaký pozdní noční stream nebo nějaký day of week, případně nějaký třeba dopolední ranní stream a věděl bych potom nějak už zavčasu, tak bych to tam snad nějak někdy do toho nadpisu mohl i písnout. Tak jo, pro teď všechno. Já vám všem děkuji za návštěvu, přeju vám krásnou dobrou noc nebo zbytek noci a u dalšího streamu zase. Ahoj.